How we doing, guys? Touching down from Chiang city as always. I'm just out having a walk around and I found this new place. I'm probably going to get kicked out of here at some point. It looked like a park, but I don't think it is. I think it's some sort of government place, but it's got an amazing garden, so we're going to walk around. Today we're going to talk about the Philippines and everybody leaving Thailand for the Philippines. And I thought it would be a good discussion because, yeah, I used to go to the Philippines all the time, and me and a few mates have been talking about it. And unless you've been living under a rock, you can tell that lots of Thailand YouTubers are heading off to the Philippines and their channels are blowing up and it's going crazy over there. So it made me think about my time in the Philippines and would I ever go back there? I didn't realise that the Philippines was the third biggest English-speaking country in the world, man. I never knew that when I was there. I just thought a lot of people spoke English, but I didn't realise it was 95% of the people speak English. And that's crazy, man. And you can sort of understand why YouTube is so big over there at the minute, because I don't think a few years ago there was a big vlogging scene in the Philippines. Somebody tell me if I'm wrong. I know there was a few guys over there, but it's always been Thailand, isn't it? Everybody's just thought about Thailand, and it has become a little bit saturated here. I've told my story in another vlog, but I will go over it briefly again. That me and my friend, we used to go to the Philippines. We never really cared about Thailand and didn't even want to come here. It was all about the Philippines. I got a friend over there, Ed, I forgot his name for a minute. He runs a small hotel on Palawan, and you know, he's your typical Farang in the Philippines, if they call them Farangs. I don't know what they call them in the Philippines. I suppose they're just a foreigner. Yeah, he's your typical sort of foreigner over there. He owns an hotel and he just drinks tandoori all day long, gets drunk, never goes out in the sun or anything, and just, you know, he's in the bars all night and he's in the hotel drinking all day. So yeah, I used to love going over there. I wouldn't class it as on high as my list as Thailand. I'd say Thailand is where I feel more comfortable and more at ease. But I had a great time in the Philippines. It's beautiful. I would say it's more beautiful than what I've seen in Thailand. I mean, the mountains around here and down south, amazing beauty, right? But I just wish I was vlogging at the time when I was in the Philippines. I remember I only had a crappy little flip phone. I didn't have no apps or nothing then or anything. It was just a crappy little phone. I couldn't even phone anyone. My friend Ed took us to so many little islands. It's over 1,000 islands. It's something stupid. There is so many, guys, and he used to take us to these small islands, you know, just enough you could walk over in a few minutes. Just tiny little islands that you have to go out to on a boat, obviously, and snorkeling in crystal clear water with fish everywhere. And yeah, that always sticks with me because I had a great time. It was a bit dodgy when I was there. You had to watch yourself a bit, but sure, I had a great time and I would go back there. But this is awesome, right? Awesome. This would make an awesome park for sure. But I'm sure it is some sort of government place. But beautiful. Nice and quiet, just how I wanted it. And I just want to tell you an old story of a naive English boy, the first time out of Europe, going to the Philippines. That naive boy was me. Well, I was a man, really. I was a young man. I forget what year it was. It's in the 2000s and something. A younger walkabout Wayne was in Palawan in the Philippines, living, partying all night, sleeping all day. Yeah, I fell in love with a bar girl, as you do when you're naive, right? You don't know nothing. I just wish I knew what I knew now, back then. But I fell for this Philippine bar girl for ages. I think I've got a picture of her on my Instagram. I'm sure I have. And yeah, I fell head over heels, guys. Nobody could tell me anything like she was bad or anything. I mean, she wasn't bad. She was just, that was her job, working in the bar. And yeah, nobody could tell me, my friends, I loved her. I was going back every night and being with her. And the times I wasn't, when I go in there, she's sitting with another guy, and you know, that's her job. That's her job. But I was so naive, and you know, I'd get upset, I'd get angry, because I was just an English boy, first time over to Asia. I didn't know how things worked. I didn't know how it went. I thought she was really into me. And I had to go home. I remember the day I went home, we swapped contact, we had our contacts, we had it all planned out that I was coming back and she's gonna wait for me and all this. And yeah, you get back home, it's all in your head for a month, innit? Then as the weeks go by, back then you always say you're gonna go back, but you know, you get back into work and you know, it didn't happen. I didn't go anywhere again for so long, and gradually as the days gone on, less and less messages from her. You know the story, guys. It happens to lots of people, doesn't it? And yeah, later on my friend kept going to the Philippines, and he seen her because he kept going to my friend Ed's area, and that's where she worked, in that area. And he said yeah, she was like falling in love with loads of guys. And yeah, when I got back home, she was doing the old tricks through the message, you know. My aircon's broken, can you send me some money? I need a new fridge. I never sent her money, guys, but I was thinking about it. I thought, I'm gonna be going back. She's my girl. I'm gonna send her money. I had friends telling me, don't do it. But now I know better. She's my girlfriend. So that's just a little story of the girl I was really in love with. You know, a woman can make you do anything. A beautiful woman, still here now. I mean, that's my downfall still. A beautiful woman can make you do silly things, man. Can make you go doolally, as we say in the southwest of England. And it's still true today. People that say they don't, they do. If you're an old wise man, you come to Thailand or Asia, a beautiful woman starts showing interest in you, she's gonna make you melt, man. She's gonna, okay, you learn by these mistakes, and like now I don't fall for it. But if you've had a few beers and you're in a club and you know, you want to take this girl home, or there's a girl that you like, she's gonna soften up your underbelly and you're gonna start doing things you wouldn't normally do. Right, so we're gonna do one more lap. Should I go to the Philippines? Should I go there? Join the party. Join the vlogging party. Get on that vlogging train, man. Nah, not for me, not yet. I mean, I wouldn't run out on Thailand just for YouTube, that's for sure. There's one thing about Thailand. They never have like a table and chairs somewhere like this. It is so hard to find a table and chairs to sit down. You can find them in the main parks, but the little sort of parks and the places like this, they never put a table out or nothing. This would be perfect for sitting down, wouldn't it? Putting a table under that gazebo, and in here, just putting a table and chairs would be spot on. So I thought I would just share my Philippine love story. Everything was true. We was gonna be together. She was gonna be mine. Yeah, it's crazy, right? It's crazy how your skin gets thicker once you get to know something, right? You always learn every day, don't you? You learn, the more things you do something, you learn. The more times you've been to Thailand, you learn. It's the same for everything, right? Riding a bike, driving a car. Somebody was on about riding a scooter to me in the messages the other day, and the same with that. I mean, I'm more confident on Lucille now already. I'm trying not to be too confident, because that can bite you in the bollocks, and you always have to have your wits about you. But the more you drive on the roads around here, the more it does become a little bit easier. It's not safe. I was just reading about a guy that got killed on the Yang Dong road today. And yes, made me think, Wayne, when you go out today, you concentrate extra careful. And that's what I've done today, because it's a bit crazy on the roads around Chiang Mai now. Yeah, I've got loads more places to go in Thailand at the minute. I mean, I'm gonna do more in Thailand, yeah. I mean, I can hear you saying now, but Wayne, you haven't gone to any of your missions here yet. I'm talking about the future. In the Philippines, heading back over maybe. Got a few friends on about it and wondering if I would want to go. So I'm not ruling it out, guys, but there's no way I'm leaving Thailand yet. Thailand is my place. Thailand is where I want to still be doing vlogs, just because somewhere else is going crazy, it doesn't mean you leave where you love, is it? Or where you want to be. But it's all good, baby. So quiet here. So quiet. Nobody's come out and said move on or nothing. I've had a few people in the comments saying, Wayne, you know, everybody's going to the Philippines. Would you do that? Or I should do that. You should do that, Wayne. And, you know, it will help your channel and things like this. And yes, I wouldn't rule out anywhere. I'd like to go to Malaysia as well. Malaysia would be cool. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't going a bit stale in Chiang Mai. I've been here 3 years. I love the city. It's nothing against the city. Everybody knows how I love this place. And I would miss it if I went anywhere else. But you do go stale like you do anywhere. Dead bird. Let's bring it back to life, shall we? Should we do a... Who brought it back to life? What was that film where they brought the bird back to life? I can't remember. There's Lucille, look. Yeah, I dropped her on the side. I don't know if I told you. Did I tell you? I can't remember. Yeah, dropped her. I got some black tape on here, look. Got some scratches. I hit a bit of gravel. Went down at low speed. So I was lucky, really. And I was lucky that I haven't really done that much damage to her. But I did find out these plastic panels are cheap. You could replace the whole bike before you sold it. Replace all the panels for cheap so it looked brand new. Yeah, I'm just gonna ride her to the death. I've done about 3,500 kilometers on her already, and I don't know how. I mean, you know, I swear the kilometer gauge has been rigged. It seems like it goes round really quick. I've done over 3,000 kilometers. Anyway, I'm gonna get going now, guys. It was just a walk and talk video about Philippines, and would I go back there? Yes, I would. I didn't feel as comfortable there as I do in the Thailand, but you gotta do things, didn't you? You gotta get out of your comfort zone. And yeah, I wouldn't rule out the Philippines. Where's the best place you lot love? Vietnam, Malaysia? Where do you like going? I know a lot of you are Thailand people because you watch my channel and I'm in Thailand, but yeah, there's lots of great places around, ain't there? I'm gonna stop waffling and I'm going over the yacht to get my oats, and then I'm gonna have a little cruise around the city and head off home for my little coffee. Alan loves the coffee too, don't you, mate? So yep, hope you're all safe and sound, guys, and I will see you in the next one. So take it easy, man. Take it easy.